my name is Sam. I'm a senior and I've been in VSVS for the past 4 years. I'm majoring in medicine, health, and society and neuroscience, and I am applying to medical school to be a doctor.
Hi everyone, I'm Carly. I'm a senior at Vanderbilt, double majoring in medicine, health, and society and neuroscience, and I'm minoring in Spanish, and I'm currently applying to medical school hoping to be a physician one day.
Today we will be showing you a lesson called Chemistry in a Ziploc Bag. It's a pretty easy experiment that you can even do from home if you have the materials, but it's important because you're going to start making observations just like a scientist. Scientists and doctors make observations all the time in their careers, and these observations allow them to analyze different experiments or data that they've collected and then figure out findings from those.
So an important vocab word that we're going to start with today is hypothesis. Now, do any of you guys know what a hypothesis is? A hypothesis is essentially an educated guess. So it's a way to formulate an idea of what your conclusions or results might be before you start an experiment based on prior knowledge.
Materials you need for chemistry in a Ziploc bag are a Ziploc bag containing baking soda, which is also called sodium bicarbonate. You'll need calcium chloride. You'll need phenol red, which is an indicator solution, and you're going to need 15 milliliters of this. And then finally, a thermometer and a stirring stick.
So now we're going to talk a little bit more about phenol red, which is our indicator solution in this experiment. An indicator in this case is going to tell us whether our solution is acidic or basic. So in this case, if the solution is red, we know that it's basic, and if it turns yellow, we know it's acidic. Now, thinking about acids and bases, acidity depends on pH. So a pH of 0 to 6 is acidic, a pH of 7 is neutral, and a pH of 8 to 14 is basic. And the phenol red indicator will be able to tell us these conclusions.
Back to the importance of observations in this experiment, we want you to write down your observations when we add phenol red to the baking soda or sodium bicarbonate that's in the bag, and then again once we add the calcium chloride.
So now we're going to begin our experiment by pouring 15 milliliters of phenol red acid-base indicator into our Ziploc bag of baking soda. Now, as you can see, when the phenol solution is added to the bag of baking soda, it remains red. Also, as Sam feels the bag, it feels cold because the baking soda absorbs heat when it dissolves in water.
So Carly's going to open the calcium chloride, and she's going to spoon in 1 spoonful of the material, and then she's going to seal up the bag as quickly as possible and then shake it back and forth to mix. As you can see, the color of the bag is changing. It's turning from red to now orange, which is getting more toward yellow. And as Carly feels the bag, it feels a little bit warm, and this is because the calcium chloride is giving off heat as it's dissolving in water, because there's water in the phenol red solution. And the bag is also starting to fill up with a gas a little bit. It's starting to puff up. And this is because it's filling up with carbon dioxide that's given off in the reaction. As you can see, the color is still changing toward yellow. And this is because the carbon dioxide that's dissolving in the water is making an acidic solution, changing the phenol red from red to yellow. After even more time, the solution has become very yellow.
So now we're going to discuss some of the chemical changes that were seen in this experiment. First, we saw color change from red to yellow when the calcium chloride was added. This suggested that the red solution, which was basic, became acidic as the phenol red indicator turned yellow with the addition of calcium chloride. We also saw temperature changes as the bag initially felt cold and then warm as it reacted. And finally, we saw a gas given off. As you can see, the bag is still bubbling. That's the carbon dioxide gas that evolved from the reaction.
So not only have you learned how to make observations through this experiment, but also you've learned the difference between acids and bases and how they can be shown with an indicator, and then also how to observe chemical changes that happen during a chemical reaction, such as heat or a gas being given off or a color change.
Thank you all so much for watching our video today. We hope you learned a little bit more about science and how exciting chemistry can be, and we're so excited to be back in your classrooms as soon as COVID permits that.
Bye!